Have you ever thought about how your perspective can transform a problem into a challenge? Let's dive into this thought for a moment. Our perspective, the lens through which we view the world, has the power to shape our reality. It's like a paintbrush that colors our experiences, turning them into masterpieces or disasters. Often we perceive problems as threats, as monstrous obstacles standing in our way, ready to derail our journey. But what if we could shift this perspective? What if we could see these so-called problems not as threats but as challenges? Think about it. A threat, by definition, is something that can potentially harm us. It's intimidating, scary, something we naturally want to avoid. On the other hand, a challenge? Well, a challenge is an invitation. It's a call to engage, to step up, to prove to ourselves what we're capable of. And when we conquer a challenge, we grow. We learn, we adapt, we evolve. So how can we make this shift in perspective? It's all about reframing our thought process. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? We can ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of seeing a wall, we can see a mountain to be climbed. Instead of feeling defeated, we can feel invigorated, ready to take on what's ahead. Now, this isn't about denying the difficulty of our problems. It's about choosing to see them in a new light, to see the potential they hold for growth and personal development. It's about embracing the struggle and finding the opportunity hidden within it. It's a transformative way of thinking, one that can change not only how we approach our problems, but also how we navigate our lives. After all, life is full of surprises, some pleasant, some not so much. But with the right perspective, we can turn every surprise into a stepping stone, every problem into a path to progress. Imagine if every problem you faced became an opportunity for growth and development. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine the power of perspective. Meet Sarah, a woman who transformed her life by treating problems as challenges. Sarah's story is one of resilience and determination, a testament to the power of perspective. Born and raised in the heart of New York, Sarah was always a dreamer. She dreamt of a successful career, a happy family, and a life filled with joy. But as we all know, life seldom goes as planned. Sarah faced numerous setbacks, both in her personal life and her professional journey. She faced rejection, heartbreak, and failure. Each problem seemed like a mountain she couldn't possibly climb. Yet Sarah didn't break. She didn't let these problems define her or her journey. Instead, she chose to view them as challenges. Challenges that were stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. The rejection she faced from her dream job, that was a challenge to find a career that truly resonated with her. The heartbreak from a broken relationship, that was a challenge to learn more about herself and what she truly wanted in a partner. In her professional life, Sarah faced numerous obstacles. She was overlooked for promotions, faced gender bias, and was often underestimated. But she didn't let these problems deter her. Instead, she saw them as challenges to overcome. She honed her skills, worked even harder, and proved her worth. She took up leadership courses, sought mentorship, and networked relentlessly. Each problem was an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to rise above. In her personal life, Sarah faced her own set of problems. From financial struggles to health issues, life dealt her a difficult hand. But she didn't let these problems break her. Instead, she saw them as challenges to be conquered. She learned to manage her finances better, took up a healthier lifestyle, and prioritized self-care. She treated each problem as a stepping stone towards a better, stronger version of herself. With time, Sarah's perspective began to shift. She no longer saw problems as threats but as challenges that she could overcome. She began to view life through a lens of resilience and determination. Every problem became an opportunity for growth, every setback a chance to bounce back stronger. Sarah's transformation was not overnight. It was a journey of countless failures, endless determination, and relentless resilience. But through it all, Sarah emerged victorious. She transformed her life, not by eliminating problems, but by viewing them as challenges, by treating each problem as a stepping stone towards success. Sarah's story shows us that our reaction to problems can shape our destiny. It's not the problems we face, but how we choose to react to them that truly matters. And if we choose to view them as challenges, as opportunities for growth, we too can transform our lives, just like Sarah did. Sarah's story is inspiring, but how can we apply her approach to our own lives? The key, my friends, lies in treating each problem as a new challenge. The first step is a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing a problem as a roadblock, see it as a hurdle that you can leap over. This hurdle, once crossed, brings you a step closer to your goal. It's all about perspective. Now let's talk about resilience. It's the ability to bounce back, the capacity to rise every time you fall. It's about dusting yourself off after a setback and marching forward with a determined spirit. Resilience is what gives us the strength to not only face our problems, but to conquer them. But how do we cultivate this resilience? It's through a positive attitude. Positivity isn't about ignoring the negatives. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and focusing on the strengths and opportunities they present. It's about seeing the glass as half full, not half empty. A positive attitude is like a beacon of light, guiding us through our darkest hours. Now combine these three: perspective, resilience, and positivity. You've got yourself a powerful cocktail for success. When you start treating problems as challenges, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth. Each problem becomes a stepping stone, bringing you closer to your goal. And guess what? This approach isn't limited to big life-altering problems. It applies to everyday hiccups too. That traffic jam on your way to work? It's a chance to practice patience. That difficult colleague? An opportunity to improve your negotiation skills. The key is to find the silver lining in every situation. So let's take a leaf out of Sarah's book. Let's start treating our problems as challenges, as stepping stones towards success. Let's adopt a positive mindset, cultivate resilience, and see each problem as an opportunity for growth. With the right mindset, any problem can become a challenge that propels us towards success. Change is inevitable, but it doesn't have to be threatening. It's a statement that's as true as the rising sun. You see, change is constant. It's the one thing we can count on in life. But instead of fearing it, what if we embraced it? Let's consider this. When change comes, it often brings problems. An unexpected job loss, a sudden move, a shift in a relationship. These are all changes that can certainly be perceived as problems. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if instead of viewing these changes as problems, we saw them as challenges? A challenge is something we can tackle, something we can overcome. It's a mountain to be climbed, not a wall blocking our path. When we view change as a source of challenges, we see opportunities for growth, for learning, for transformation. Think about a caterpillar. It goes through one of the most drastic changes in nature, transforming from a crawling bug to a flying beauty. It's a process full of challenges. The struggle to build a cocoon, the pain of metamorphosis, the risk of emerging into the world. But the caterpillar embraces these challenges because it knows that on the other side is something beautiful. Change is like that. It can be uncomfortable, even painful. But by embracing it, by viewing the problems it brings as challenges to be overcome, we can find beauty on the other side. We can grow, learn, and transform, just like the caterpillar. So the next time change comes your way, don't fear it, embrace it. Look at the problems it brings not as threats, but as challenges. See them as opportunities for growth, for transformation. Because when you do, you'll find that you're not just surviving change, you're thriving in it. And remember, the power of change doesn't lie in the change itself. It lies in how we respond to it. Embrace change, and you'll find that problems are just challenges in disguise. So, how can we turn our problems into challenges? It's a question we've been exploring throughout this video, and the answer is as complex as it is simple. It begins with perspective. Seeing a problem not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone to something greater. It's about mindset, viewing these obstacles not as hindrances, but as opportunities to learn, to grow, to evolve. Resilience is another key ingredient, the ability to bounce back, to keep going when the going gets tough. That's what turns problems into challenges. And of course, a positive attitude. Approaching each problem with a can-do spirit, with a firm belief that you have what it takes to overcome it. So remember, each problem you encounter is a new challenge, a chance to prove your mettle, to test your limits, to grow stronger. The next time you face a problem, remember, it's not a threat, it's a challenge. Embrace it, and watch as you grow stronger and more successful.